All right, let's dive into the latest buzz surrounding the San Francisco 49ers, a team that never fails to capture the hearts of football fans with their resilience and fiery spirit. This season, though, the Niners seem to be grappling with an all-too-familiar adversary, the dreaded injury bug that just won't quit. Since Kyle Shanahan took the reins back in 2017, the team has been plagued by physical setbacks year after year, making their journey a constant battle not just against opponents, but against their own misfortune on the injury front. It's almost become part of their identity. No matter how tough and physical they play, the injuries come knocking relentlessly. Last year alone, the Niners earned the unwanted title of the most injured team in the entire league, a fact that weighs heavily on their ambitions. And as preseason unfolds for 2025, the pattern seems poised to repeat itself, putting the team's depth and resilience to the ultimate test once again. One shining example of this harsh reality is rookie Jordan Watkins. Coming in as a promising fourth-round pick, Watkins caught everyone's eye early on. Known for blazing speed, clocking in at a blistering 4.3 seconds in the 40-yard dash, he brought hope and excitement to the receiving corps. His ability to track the ball with precision and turn plays into explosive gains hinted at a breakout season ahead. Unfortunately, fate had other plans. In just the second preseason game against the Raiders, Watkins suffered a high ankle sprain, a setback that could sideline him for at least a month and cast doubt on his availability for the season opener. The timing couldn't be worse. Watkins had been showing real promise, emerging as a bright spot for the offense, and his injury leaves a void that's hard to fill. This rookie, still navigating the complexities of Kyle Shanahan's intricate playbook, was on a trajectory to become an impactful contributor. But the injury interrupts that momentum, raising questions about how much ground he'll lose in mastering the demanding routes and responsibilities that come with playing wide receiver in this system. Despite these challenges, the preseason showed flashes of what this offense could become with young talent like Watkins, Jacob Cowing, and Isaac Rendo, all bringing notable speed and energy to the field. These players have the potential to inject a fresh, dynamic element into the Niners' attack, blending youthful explosiveness with the team's characteristic physical style. The question now is how quickly they can integrate and stay healthy enough to make a difference when the regular season kicks off. The pressure on the coaching staff is immense. They must find ways to adjust, protect their players, and keep the team competitive amid a mounting list of injuries. It's a delicate balance between pushing the physical edge and safeguarding the roster, especially in a league where durability often separates contenders from pretenders. The Niners' injury woes aren't just about luck. They expose the brutal toll of a style that demands toughness and sometimes pays a heavy price. Beyond Watkins, other key players have also faced setbacks. Jacob Cowing, who showed great promise during spring training, was sidelined with a hamstring injury but is expected back in practice soon. Renardo Green, a talented young cornerback who impressed before a hamstring issue, is targeting a return within the week. Meanwhile, standout rookie safety Marquis Siegel has been battling a knee bruise but remains a player to watch, especially after an impressive showing in the preseason opener. These injuries and comebacks highlight a recurring theme for the Niners: resilience. The roster is filled with players fighting to reclaim their spots and prove their worth, battling both physical pain and the mental grind of recovery. Their efforts to return stronger reflect the team's enduring spirit, one that has made San Francisco a formidable force despite the setbacks. However, the injury report is not just a list of players and timelines. It's a window into the challenges the coaching staff faces in building a cohesive unit. When key contributors miss significant time, the game plan must adapt, and backups must rise to the occasion. The pressure on younger players to step up grows, and the margin for error shrinks. It's a test of depth, adaptability, and mental toughness that will shape the Niners' fortunes throughout the season. The concern extends to veteran players as well. Mike Williams, dealing with a hyperextended knee, and Upton Stout, sidelined with a calf injury, both missed recent practices. Their absences add to the growing list of bodies the team must manage carefully. Meanwhile, players like safety Jair Brown and offensive tackle Andre Dillard are making their way back from injuries, hoping to provide stability and experience amid the flux. One of the more sobering injury stories comes from Brandon Ayuk, whose return timeline remains uncertain. Having suffered a severe knee injury last year, his potential comeback around Week 6 represents a crucial milestone not only for him personally, but for the offense that depends on his playmaking ability. Similarly, Malik Mustafa, another promising safety, faced an ACL setback that could sideline him for an extended period, further testing the team's depth in the secondary. Amid these trials, there's a silver lining in the form of Marquise Seagull, a fifth-round rookie who has generated buzz with his speed and versatility. Known for his remarkable 40-yard dash time and smooth coverage skills, Seagull has impressed coaches and fans alike with his ability to impact games on special teams and defense. His positional flexibility, capable of playing safety and nickel corner, adds valuable options to the defensive backfield, potentially making him a key contributor sooner than expected. Kyle Shanahan's confidence in Seagull's potential to earn a starting role this season speaks volumes about the young player's talent and work ethic. In a season marked by injuries and uncertainty, having a rookie who can rise to the challenge and make an immediate impact is a major boost for the 49ers. It's a testament to the team's scouting and development that, even amid adversity, new talent is ready to step into the spotlight. As training camp progresses, the Niners find themselves at a crossroads, balancing hope and caution, excitement and frustration. The resilience of their roster will be tested as they navigate the long road ahead, striving to keep their playoff dreams alive while managing the harsh realities of football's physical demands. The story of the 2025 San Francisco 49ers is still being written, but one thing is certain. This team's grit and determination will be on full display, come rain or shine, injury or recovery. The San Francisco 49ers' journey into the 2025 season feels like a saga of perseverance, grit, and a relentless pursuit of excellence despite the many obstacles thrown their way. If the recurring theme from recent years has been the struggle with injuries, then this season promises to be another chapter where the team's depth, coaching acumen, and player resolve will be pushed to the absolute limits. There is no shortage of talented athletes on the roster, but the true test lies in how the Niners manage to mold these pieces into a cohesive, battle-ready unit under the relentless strain of physical setbacks. Injuries have an insidious way of changing the complexion of a team. They not only remove key performers from the field, but also disrupt chemistry, force constant lineup changes, and demand a level of adaptability that few squads can sustain over the long haul. For the 49ers, who pride themselves on a high-octane offense and a stout defense, maintaining consistency amidst these challenges becomes a juggling act requiring precision, creativity, and above all, mental toughness. Every practice, every game snaps in a sharper focus when coaches and players alike must compensate for missing bodies and evolving roles. The wide receiver group, a critical cog in Kyle Shanahan's offense, exemplifies this challenge. Jordan Watkins was poised to carve out a significant role, his speed and route running creating opportunities to stretch defenses and open up the field for the rest of the offense. The setback with his ankle sprain, however, throws a wrench into those plans. The uncertainty surrounding his recovery timeline raises questions about how the offense will compensate for his absence in the early part of the season. Yet, it also creates opportunities for other young players to rise, to prove they belong, and to contribute meaningfully in high-pressure situations. Jacob Cowing's return from a hamstring injury offers a glimmer of hope. Known for his explosive speed and playmaking ability, Cowing's presence adds a vital layer of threat to the receiving core. His recovery and readiness to contribute could be a game-changer, especially as the season progresses and the offense seeks to maintain its dynamic edge. Likewise, Isaac Rendo's speed and versatility provide the Niners with additional weapons that Shanahan can deploy in creative ways, utilizing their quickness to exploit defensive weaknesses. The mental aspect of the game cannot be understated. Young receivers in Shanahan's system face a steep learning curve, with a playbook that demands precision, quick thinking, and a deep understanding of complex route combinations. Mistakes are a part of the process. Watkins' early misstep with a wrong route leading to an interception serves as a reminder that talent alone isn't enough. Experience, repetition, and confidence play huge roles in a young player's development. The coaching staff's ability to nurture these players while managing the pressure of expectations will be critical to the offensive success. On the defensive side of the ball, the story is equally compelling. The emergence of rookie Marquise Siegel has injected energy and optimism into the secondary. His exceptional speed and instinctive play style make him a versatile asset capable of covering wide receivers, playing safety, and contributing on special teams. Such versatility is invaluable when injuries inevitably strike, allowing the coaching staff to adjust personnel and schemes without sacrificing effectiveness. Shanahan's acknowledgement of Siegel's potential to earn a starting role speaks volumes about the player's readiness and the team's trust in his abilities. The defense as a whole faces the daunting task of maintaining its physical identity while coping with absences and limitations. Players like Renardo Green, sidelined temporarily with a hamstring injury, represent critical components of the unit. Their return will bolster the backfield, but until then, backups and younger players must rise to fill the voids. This constant flux requires a defense that can communicate flawlessly, trust one another implicitly, and execute assignments with precision to prevent opponents from exploiting gaps. Veteran leadership also plays a pivotal role in navigating these turbulent waters. Experienced players returning from injury or maintaining health serve as anchors for the team, providing stability and guidance to less experienced teammates. The return of players like Andre Dillard, stepping in as a backup offensive tackle, and Tatum Bethune, ready to support at linebacker, illustrates the importance of depth and readiness across the roster. These players' contributions in practice and in games help maintain competitive intensity and ensure that the team can weather storms as they arise. Brandon Ayuk's injury situation remains a significant storyline. The wide receiver's potential return around midseason could provide a substantial boost to the offense, both in terms of talent and morale. Recovering from severe knee injury sustained in a high-impact game requires patience and rigorous rehabilitation. His comeback timeline aligns with the team's efforts to maintain momentum and sustain offensive production throughout the long NFL grind. Watching how Ayuk reintegrates into the lineup will be crucial in evaluating the offense's evolution as the season unfolds. Safety Malik Mustafa's journey mirrors Ayuk's in many ways. After facing an ACL injury, Mustafa's recovery will test both his resilience and the team's depth in the secondary. The Niners' investment in these players' development and health underscores the importance of a strong safety group in their defensive scheme. Balancing aggression and discipline in the secondary is key to limiting big plays, and having healthy, confident safeties can elevate the entire defense's effectiveness. The physical demands of football are relentless, but the mental toll is equally significant. Players must not only heal their bodies, but also maintain focus, confidence, and motivation throughout long rehab processes. The Niners' support system, from coaching staff to medical teams, plays a crucial role in facilitating this holistic recovery. The culture within the locker room, emphasizing toughness and camaraderie, helps players push through setbacks and return ready to contribute at a high level. In a stunning turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the NFL landscape, the San Francisco 49ers have reportedly secured a blockbuster trade with the Dallas Cowboys, bringing star linebacker MICAH Parsons to the Bay Area. While official statements remain sparse, insiders hint that the deal is all but done, sparking feverish speculation among fans and analysts alike. Parsons, who has been a dominant force since entering the league, is widely regarded as one of the premier defensive talents, and his potential move to the 49ers could redefine the defensive strategy of the team. The buzz around this potential acquisition centers not only on Parsons' exceptional on-field skills, but also on the way his presence might shift the dynamic within the NFC West, injecting new life into the 49ers defense. Sources close to the situation suggest that the Cowboys are looking to recalibrate their roster, which may explain their willingness to part ways with one of their brightest stars. The trade, if completed, could mark a pivotal moment in the NFL offseason, highlighting the aggressive maneuvering by the 49ers to build a championship-contending squad. With Micah Parsons' blend of speed, power, and versatility, the possibilities for San Francisco's defensive schemes suddenly look much broader and more formidable. The rumored trade has generated considerable buzz regarding the details and the potential impact on both teams involved. Micah Parsons, known for his relentless energy and game-changing plays, could be a perfect fit for the 49ers' defensive approach, which has traditionally emphasized adaptability and pressure. Fans and pundits alike are debating what the Cowboys might receive in return. Some speculate it could involve multiple draft picks or a combination of players who can fill the void Parsons' departure would create. The Cowboys, a franchise with a storied history and a desire to remain competitive, may be aiming to leverage Parsons' high market value to address other roster needs. Meanwhile, the 49ers seem poised to capitalize on this opportunity to enhance their defensive front, particularly after recent seasons where injuries and inconsistency hampered their defensive unit. Parsons' versatility as a linebacker who can rush the passer and cover the field effectively fits well with San Francisco's strategic emphasis on dynamic defense. The discussions within NFL circles have taken on a fever pitch as more details leak out, making this potential trade one of the most talked about stories in the league right now. Analysts are already projecting how this move might affect the balance of power in the NFC and whether it will be a decisive factor in the 49ers' pursuit of another Super Bowl title. Speculation surrounding Micah Parsons' arrival in San Francisco has ignited questions about how his role might evolve within the 49ers' defensive framework. Known for his explosiveness and ability to disrupt offenses, Parsons' addition could provide the 49ers with unprecedented flexibility. Some insiders believe the coaching staff is already envisioning creative ways to deploy Parsons, using his skill set to bolster both pass rush and coverage responsibilities. This potential strategic shift has generated excitement not only among the team's fan base, but also within the coaching community, who see this as a rare opportunity to integrate a player of Parsons' caliber into an already talented roster. The timing of the trade rumor also coincides with the 49ers' ongoing efforts to reinforce their defense after recent seasons marked by strong performances but missed opportunities in critical moments. Moreover, this rumor fuels the narrative that the 49ers are aggressively positioning themselves to dominate the NFC West, a division known for its competitiveness and depth of talent. On the other side, there's ongoing discussion about how the Cowboys' defensive scheme might be restructured in the absence of Parsons, sparking curiosity about the team's draft and free agency plans. As the rumor mill churns, the NFL community remains captivated by the unfolding story of this high-profile transaction, watching eagerly for confirmation or further developments. The potential acquisition of Micah Parsons by the 49ers has also stirred conversations regarding the financial and contractual implications for both franchises. While exact figures remain under wraps, experts suggest that this move might require the 49ers to make significant salary cap adjustments, which could lead to further roster changes in the near future. There's speculation that Parsons' contract negotiations and the terms of the trade could set a precedent for how elite defensive players are valued in the current NFL market. Fans and commentators are dissecting every rumor about the contract structure, bonuses, and guarantees that might accompany this deal, wondering if it signals a new era of aggressive spending by the 49ers in pursuit of immediate success. Meanwhile, the Cowboys might leverage the salary cap relief to invest in other positions or extend contracts for rising stars, adding layers of complexity to their offseason strategy. The financial ripple effects of this potential trade extend beyond just these two teams, as other franchises closely monitor how such a high-profile move impacts the market for defensive playmakers. Amid this swirling financial debate, the overarching question remains: how will this trade, if finalized, translate into tangible success on the field? The suspense surrounding this financial chess game only heightens the intrigue as fans await confirmation and further details. As the NFL offseason progresses, The growing rumor of Micah Parsons' trade to the 49ers continues to dominate headlines and social media chatter, reflecting a mix of excitement, speculation, and cautious optimism. Supporters of the 49ers envision Parsons as a transformative figure who could invigorate the defense and inspire a new level of competitiveness within the team. Meanwhile, Cowboys fans grapple with the possibility of losing a franchise cornerstone, sparking debates about the future direction of their beloved team. The trade talk has also prompted a wave of strategic analyses from former players, coaches, and sports commentators, who weigh the pros and cons and predict how this move might reshape the league. This potential trade symbolizes more than just a player exchange. It represents a broader shift in team philosophies and a testament to the high stakes involved in assembling a championship-caliber roster. The intrigue surrounding this deal underscores the unpredictable nature of the NFL offseason, where fortunes can change dramatically with a single transaction. Until official confirmation arrives, the football world remains on edge, hungry for any updates that might confirm this blockbuster trade and offer a glimpse into the next chapter of both franchises' stories. The rumor itself, regardless of its outcome, has already left an indelible mark on the narrative of the 2025 NFL offseason. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.